Says Rabbi Zino. So if you study Torah, you could be like Orah Chaim HaKadosh. Even the lions will not eat you. They will sit and listen to you. When you go above your nature, Hashem will go above nature for you. But now we understand why Hashem compared the Jewish people to exact opposites. At the same time, we could be above even the lions, all the nature of this world. But at the same time, Hashem says we're like the dust of the earth and the stars of the heaven. Interesting. In one hand, we're like stars in heaven. On the other hand, we're like dust of the earth. One's all the way up, one's all the way down. Exactly. A Jew, when he follows the Torah, he can be like a star. But, Chas Shalom, if he messes up, Hashem throws you down even to the dust of the earth. How can you be both? The Gemara Sechem Megillah says, when they descend to the dust. But when they ascend, they ascend to the stars. You can be at either extreme. What do we say in the Gemara Sechem Ketubot? That the sages, right, Yochanan and Zakkai, it was after the destruction of Beit Mikdash. And he saw a Jewish girl desperate for food. She was picking out grains of barley from the dung, from the number 2 excrement of the Arabs' camels. She was begging for food. He pulled over with his entourage to go ask her, "Ooh, Biti, who are you? I know you from somewhere." She says, "I am the daughter of Nagdim Ben Gurion." Imagine you go and you meet Donald Trump's daughter, Warren Buffett's daughter, multi-millionaire. And what do you see their daughter? Dumpster diving. Hey, what happened to you? Just a boy. So you go and you ask her, "Biti, what happened to you? Where's all your father's money?" She said, "He lost it all." How could he be lost it all? Why? He gave tzedakah, no? He said, "No." She said, in Yerushalayim we have a saying, Melach Mamon Haser. It used to be they didn't have fridge. So how'd you keep the meat long, fresh? Put salt. Put salt on the meat, preserve it. If you want to put Melach Mamon, if you want Mamon, money, you want to put salt on your money, it should stay a long time, Haser. You should add something to no. Give it away. If you give it away, makes your wealth will stay. So therefore, she said to him, "Rabbi, by my family, we didn't give enough tzedakah. We gave tzedakah. But listen, you're worth $100 million, right? You make, let's say, a month, you make $200,000, right? So a year, you make a lot of money, and you tell a guy, listen, you know that campaign that guy had? I gave him $20,000." Chazak Baruch, you gave $20,000. There's a drop in the chump change for you. You're supposed to be giving $200,000 this year to be able to, just to one organization, because you have a lot of money. No, what about? That happened. Nagdim Ben Gurion, the Gemara says, was also in such a situation. He also said, look at me, I gave so much money. First of all, it was a write-off. Second of all, what did you give already? What did you give? Did it hurt you? It didn't hurt you. There's a chump change. There's nothing for you. So therefore what? It's considered, it's like he didn't give tzedakah and Hashem took all the money away. Hashem says, you're like a bank. Rabbi, all these organizations ask you for money? Yeah, you're a bank. Why does Hashem give you extra? Why does Hashem give you so much? To buy another belt, to buy another car, to go another trip. How much already? Yes, Hashem gave you extra to give to other people. And what? You didn't use it what it was for? Hashem says, I gotta find a better trustee. I gotta find a better guy who's gonna dispense the money properly. So, he took everything. So therefore, she told him, Melach Mamon Hasir. So then Rabbi Yochanan and Zakkai started crying. And he said, fortunate are you, Am Yisrael. When you do Hashem's will, no one can dominate you. But when you don't do Hashem's will, Hashem doesn't just put you in the lowly nation of the Arabs. He gives you even in the hands of the lowly nation of their animals. The hands of their animals. Where are you getting food from? You're getting food from the dung of the undigested food, of the camels, undigested food in the dung of the camels. So you see what? You see that look how how far the Jewish people could fall. But the commentaries ask, the Maharal asks, how could it be that he said fortunate Am Yisrael? It's woe to Am Yisrael. Why fortunate? Ashrei Am Yisrael. Why say Ashrei Am Yisrael? It should be a crying to Am Yisrael. Says the Maharal, if an object has little value, no one cares if it's perfect. But something that is so very special, even a small scratch, we're very careful. A pencil is worth 2 cents. You care if it has a scratch? Who cares? But if you have a Rolls Royce, and you see a scratch, ooh, mapito, how could it be it has a scratch? Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Jewish people, you are the most precious thing to me. The smallest scratch is a huge deal. So therefore, why we're so precious to Hashem? Ashrei Yisrael. From the fact Hashem threw us so far down, that means He cares about us. You know, a lot of people, they say, Hashem hates me. Hashem has something against me. Why does He do this to me? He struck me down. He took away this. He did that. He did that. Hashem, we have beef. Yeah, you know what? That's it. Ushol, I'm leaving. I'm not talking to you no more. And he thinks that Hashem hates him. And Hashem says, you fool. The opposite. If I didn't like you and I hated you, I would let you do whatever you want. You go to Olam Haba, I send you straight to Gehenom. And I didn't have to tell you nothing. But what I tell you, message after message after message, do teshuvah, do teshuvah. I try to get your attention here, try to get your attention there. It's because I love you. Who do you fight with the most? Your wife. Who do you fight with the most? Your kids. You love them the most, but you fight with them. The people you don't like and care about, you fight with them in the street 1 minute, you tell them, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care if you're a good person, not a good person. I'm not here to give you musar. Move on with your life. Hashem doesn't do that to us. He goes and bothers us, so we should change. And from the fact, for every small detail, Hashem bothers us. That means we're so precious to Him. That means that every little small scratch is a big thing for Him. So therefore, next time you do a mitzvah, you got to do it perfect. Why? Because you should know every detail is important because we're so precious. Imagine you wire the money, you're one number off on the wire. Imagine you go and you do the email and you miss the dot from .com. Is it going to work? Is it going to go through? No. Same thing with the mitzvot, same thing with the Kadosh Baruch Hu. You want the shefa, the real shefa. Then how are you going to get it? It has to be that it's with all the details. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen.